Hello everyone, welcome! Today I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite games of all time, XCOM 2, specifically with the DLC War of the Chosen. With the release of Marvel Midnight Sun near, and that's a game we plan to cover a lot, so stay tuned. It makes sense to talk about this masterpiece of a game, XCOM 2, because they're both from the same developer. I know that Midnight Suns will have a different approach. You get cars to use, they are superheroes so they don't need to get cover, but still, it's the same company. And with the expansion War of the Chosen, it's nice because the aliens, they get these chosen units, you know, and they are kind of superheroes because when they come to battle, they will battle all your team head on. They use nice abilities, they will move around, they use stealth, and feels like battling a superhero. XCOM 2 has you assembling a team that is trying to take Earth back from our aliens overlords. Yes, this game happens in the near future where Zuckerberg finally decides to take over wait, no. You replay the same role of XCOM 1. You are the commander, a great military genius that the aliens had for a moment and really want back. Your job is to assemble an elite force, make contact throughout the world with resistance points, deny an alien plane, any alien plane actually, and you need to stop that Avatar project progress to be fully completed. If it does, you lose the game, although even when it completes you have some days to reduce it, but still it's like a Doom counter. And you have to do all of that while you eventually get strong enough to take the aliens head on. And there are lots of ways to get stronger. You can train your soldiers, you can make the right buildings, you can get nice upgrades, you can like put upgrades on your weapons, on your soldiers, you can research a whole bunch of stuff that will help you, and so on. The game has classes, each with their talent trees and each being able to equip different items. Some can use specific weapons, some can use specific items, and so on. And the game lets you customize your soldiers and save them on a pool. And what is nice is, whenever you play again, any soldier you saved has a chance to show up again. That is very nice. I always love to make my friends, and I exaggerate on their, let's say, prominent features, but then I try my best to keep them alive. It's sad when they die, you know. It makes you more attached to the soldiers. I think that's a very nice touch.
It would be so easy.
The game is hard, but you have several difficulties to choose from, so you can set up any way you want. And on the harder options, you can even tune in if you want to play Iron Man mode. It's like when you cannot save and load, that's Iron Man. The battles are played turn-based, but the initiative is just one for your team and one for the aliens. But you can alternate as much as you want between your characters on your turn. Each of your characters get two actions, one that can use to move, reload, and another that can use to shoot, overwatch, hunker down, throw a grenade, or use a special ability. There are of course talents and abilities that modify the basic abilities and other talents that add other abilities and even free action abilities. We're talking about the basic here. But one nice thing is that the game lets you not only alternate freely between your team, so when it's your turn, you can alternate freely between your team, but you can decide to use, like, you get one character and you move it, then you go to the next character, I don't know, shoot someone, then you go to the third character, move, then you can come back to the first character and shoot someone. Once you do your shooting ability, you can't move it, so unless your character has any special talents and abilities to do. But it's nice that you can get, like, alternate these, and then you can set up very nice combos. But with the DLC War of the Chosen, things get even more interesting. Now there are 3 other major factions that you can try and ally with, and there are operatives from these new factions, and they are great and full of flavor. Each of their own talent tree and their own weapons and abilities is so good. But even better, the factions they serve to spice it up XCOM's story. That it was a weak point of the franchise, I mean, it's not absolutely great now, but it helps to add to the story. And they also add zombies to the game They call them the Lost. And speaking of spice it up, this DLC also add the Chosens. I mentioned them earlier. They are the alien super units. They will try to sabotage you, take your soldiers. They will fight you head down on the battlefield. And defeating them is merely a setback, like Kel'Thuzad. They can keep coming and coming until you do special resistance operations to find where each of them hide. And then you can go on the special mission to try and take them out. It's very nice. And it's also always very scary when you're doing a mission and suddenly a Chosen pops up. And now chaos begins. But it's so good, you know, it's like unexpected but great. I really recommend this game. If you love turn-based games and haven't played this yet, grab it. But you know, Midnight Summer's releasing and Christmas coming, I know you'll be able to get this game on a huge discount, so maybe you want to wait a little bit and then grab it. But still, you like turn-based combat games, play this game. It is very, very good, and I can only hope for the next XCOM 3. I'm happy with Midnight Suns being released, but you know what, XCOM is so good, give me the third one now. Come on, let's now go and fight the aliens on their planet, I don't care. And that's it guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you like, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, will you? Thank you very much, see ya!